Dacha Hal, Washa Micah Larson, Washa Nima Depungyu. Hello, everybody. This is Mike Larson from BBC IML, and this is a quick moment with Mike. The other day, I put out a question on Facebook. It was about what do you miss about being a kid? And I got so many great responses from it. But one in particular that I kind of liked and really kind of summed up what everybody was kind of saying was Ashley Baker, when she said that there was, when she was a kid, that didn't seem to be much to worry about. There was no weight on her shoulders, and she didn't even know that evil existed. And if you've ever read the books Bringing Up Girls or Bringing Up Boys by Dr. Dobbs, he talks a lot about that, how it's the parents that have to help their kids grow up in an atmosphere that allows them to grow, where they don't have to be concerned about so many things all the time. In fact, it's our childhood that really shapes our whole life, our belief system, everything. It really shapes everything. So the I got to help out my dog here real quick. Okay, got my so at any rate, it shapes our whole lives. In fact, if you think about it, the people we end up with later in life, our husbands, our wives, if you're a man, the woman you end up with, if you had a mother around, is likely going to be much like your mother, because that's the impression on you. If she was a part of your life and always a part of your life, you learned the values from her and what you should look for in a woman. And it's the same thing for the women, only it's the man. Your father. When you have a father figure in your life, later in life, you'll actually wind up with somebody just like him. If he made that impression on you, you'll wind up with somebody like him. That's why the childhood is so very important. Women, Dr. Dobbs talked about women having 2 times of estrogen in their life. The one is when their first 18 months, and whoever is around them then is the one they will be attached to the rest of their life. Both parents, hopefully. And then from the time they're about 10 to 13, estrogen pours back in again. And once again, it's whoever's around them that makes the biggest impression on their life. So those are the 2 most important times in a woman's life. And because of that, it connects the 2 sides of the brain. And women actually do better in school usually than men. It happens for men too, that time in their life, but it usually doesn't happen until their 20s. And that's when they get better at learning and understanding. That's why typically men are later bloomers than women. But there was so many comments about family and about a feeling of no weight on the shoulders. And it was a common place with the question, with the answer to the question. It was great. I loved and I hope everybody enjoyed it as much as I did. But Ashley, I thought had a really good statement. And there was many good ones. And every day when I have a question like that, I'm going to put a video out like this, and I'm going to choose one of the statements from there. I'll try and choose a different one each week, but I hope you guys really enjoyed that question and look back and understand how much our childhood shaped the rest of our lives. You know, when we had good parents and we had good people around us, later in life, we often do well with authority figures in our lives. When we don't have that around us early in life, or we don't get along with them so well, then we struggle sometimes later in life with authority figures. So that is such a special time in our lives. We do a thing called life review, and we look at that very, very closely, how their childhood, and you can often predict how they have to coordinate their lives in adulthood based on what they learned as a childhood, because that's where their anchors are. They're positive anchors and there's negative anchors, and it's very important that you understand what those are. And that's what we do with the life review, is we take a look at your life and we're able to determine what kind of partner you should have, both in business and in relationship, and maybe the environment you should put yourself in. What you should go after in business, what you should do, what you should stay away from, who you should look for help from, where your strength points are and everything. So, but that's one of the things we look at. So I hope this finds you well. Look for another one tomorrow, and we will talk soon.